And we have started pulling up the live stream. Should we do something where we always say the same thing when we start? I don't know.
How about a classic like hello, welcome?
But what even is that? Hello. Um,
It's a greeting.
I guess. Okay,
And
there
look,
we are.
people are saying hi in the live
Evan,
chat,
oh,
and you're
Timo.
gonna make sure that you're in live chat and not top chat.
Good evening, Mateus and Tim.
Did you even listen to me?
No. Okay.
Are you in live chat or top chat?
I'm in top chat again. I'm in live chat top chat as opposed to live chat live chat. Yes, thank you. All right, there we go. Now I'm in live chat live chat. And it says 2 people
Okay.
are watching, but already 5 people have said stuff, so this makes no sense. Now it says 10. Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
10.
okay, so okay, so I think the thing that really threw me off is that the key command that I used to use to start recordings and stop recordings for OBS just no longer works. I haven't tried it in a while, but I remember the last time I tried it, I used the key sequence and thought things were going, and they weren't. And so I just sat there like a goon talking for like 15 minutes and nothing had happened. Um, so.
Sounds about right.
So because of that, it's like now you see the OBS screen when we start, and it's just like a whole. I don't
know. Also, by the way, Evan came up with an opening line.
Grammar
arriving. Is that better than my hello?
And then as we approach the 10-minute mark, it's the final gram down. How is this that funny? What?
Sorry, I didn't realize that the ice was going to be that loud. I just started laughing so hard.
The what?
Okay. The ice.
What ice?
And then it wouldn't stop, and I think there was an ice overflow. It's all good. It's fine.
Is there ice outside your house right now?
Oh, my dad is getting ice from the fridge. You know, it's got the and then the ice maker.
Okay.
You're looking at me like I'm not even speaking English, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. I thought maybe, okay. I don't know, I thought maybe he was just stepping outside, and chiseling some ice off of your glaciers that come by every...
83 degrees outside.
Wow. How about that?
No ice. It's awful.
It's perfect outside. I think it's probably 75 and slightly breezy. No, you know what, they said it was colder than they thought it was, so it's probably like 72, starting to get cold.
Almost borderline freezing, right?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Oh, it dropped. Sorry, it was 83 earlier. Now it's only 77.
That's good evening in Dutch, I'm guessing, yeah? Goedenavond.
I feel like I just am going to butcher that if I try it again. Okay, so David, I noticed that you pulled up an image for us, which is obviously a very necessary image.
Yeah.
So this was the poll that our patrons were voting on, was to figure out which glyphs that we would use. Oh, Evan says Piper should be our word for dog. Okay. Except it would come out, a little bit different.
Yeah.
Oh. Mateus would add it in.
Well,
that's interesting.
As a Dutch speaker, I would defer to him, but, it is Jake's birthday, so we'll just change the Dutch language.
Is it?
No. I just made that up.
I take my birthday list very seriously, and to think that I didn't know a birthday and you did, I was a little bit upset.
I was amused.
And all... Get some good rest. I'm glad you stopped in for these few moments to say hello. We will miss you, and have a good weekend.
Oh, 5.5 hours. Oh, that's a bummer. Bye, Alk.
Right? Okay.
Okay.
So, I've got my results pulled up on a different screen, so I'm looking all over the place. And I'm trying to freeze my header row so that way I can scroll without losing the results. There we go. Okay. I did not put these in order. Did you want me to put them in order?
I mean, kinda, but I mean, we'll make do, I guess.
Okay, do you want me to start at the bottom and I'm just going to try to spitball it?
Well, where did you enter the results? If you put them in a spreadsheet, you could just auto thingify them, you know?
You can do that from left to right. It's not top to bottom, it's left to right.
Why is it left to right?
Because that's how the results download.
Oh. Well,
so like,
okay. So
all the votes for A, and then there's some, there's a sum down here, and then all the votes for B, and there's a sum, and it goes left to right.
That's a weird way to do it. I mean, it feels like that's a weird way to do it, right?
One moment.
Yes.
Evan just said his birthday is on May 23rd.
Well, that's an interesting date. What day is that one day before?
Nothing. 23rd. Okay.
If
got
that's
it,
your
Evan?
If that's your wish.
I'll be ready. And
Okay.
Jasmine is here. Okay, so now we can really start.
Okay. Good.
Okay. So I'm just, you know what?
Ooh, look at
it's
that.
more fun
Jake,
for
September
me to try to
12th.
figure out adding it.
It's just raining birthdays right now. Do you have September 12th for Jake?
No.
There you go.
But now, next time you tell me it's his birthday, I'll know that you are wrong. Okay.
What a weird question.
Hey, option K got the fewest votes. I can say that with confidence.
The diamond? Really? That's kind of a bummer. Logan is 7th. So yeah, I mean, L can, of course. Wouldn't it be weird if L was becoming D after N, but not after like any other nasal? That's a little strange. But also, you might expect the nasal to assimilate so that like an ML cluster results in an MD. But there are many other ways you could do it, right? But I don't know. Okay, anyway.
You got off track. I just want to say, Dark Horse, I got your birthday. Logan, I got it. And Jasmine, no, I don't have yours.
Okay. K had how many votes?
K only had 2 votes.
2 votes for K. The diamond. Unbelievable. Well, this poll is already illegitimate. Let's keep it going.
J had 3 votes. And so did... Why am I doing it that way? L. So J and L both had 3 votes.
Okay.
Okay. Next up is R, which had 4 votes. And Anime Fan and Jasmine, I see your birthdays, and I will get those when I'm done reading.
Nice potatoes.
V had 6 votes.
Okay.
U had 8.
All right.
And then W and X both had 9.
Interesting.
All right, so we're moving up. We've crossed the threshold of 10. It's not really a threshold, but there it is.
How
S had 11.
Okay, so there's 26 of them here, and then Y and Z got pushed together, so there's 25. So yes. You said S as in Sally had 11.
That is correct.
Okay, I'm gonna write places down here because just as I'm going along here. So K was in 25th place. J was in 24th place along with L, which would make R in 22nd place. And next comes V in 21st. Then U in 20th. And then W and X will be in 19th. Which means that S will be in 17th place. And now I'll keep doing this as we're going. Okay, so after S had 11.
Okay. And one moment, because I've gotten some more birthdays. Okay. Cool. And yes, I am indeed wearing a platform 9 3/4 shirt. Thank you for noticing. Okay. Moving on. We finished S. Okay, next up is Y/Z, which were grouped together. Had 12 votes.
Okay. That is 16th place. Got it?
Okay. Oh, and in the chat, everybody congratulating Logan. Yes, he had an amazing LCC talk, and you can catch it on YouTube, and it's on quantifiers, and it's really good. Okay. Next, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way tie with 13 votes.
Really? Oh my. This will be hard to untangle. All right.
So T is one of them.
And how many votes did you say these had?
13.
13, okay. And these are all going to be in 15th place. Got it. Okay, T.
And then MNOP.
MNOP, all of them have 13.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Next up is B, which had 15 votes.
Okay. That's give me a second to figure out what place that is. 15, 14, 13,
Logan
12,
called me
11.
Sassafras Jessie. Yay.
Okay, so I think that's
awesome.
I think that's 10th place. I think that's 10th place. We'll see if I'm wrong when we get to number 1. Okay, B is 15.
You are correct because there are 9 left.
Awesome.
Okay, next up is F with 16 votes.
Okay. 9th. Got it.
Then it is H with 17 votes.
Okay.
Then there's a 2-way tie with A and G both getting 18 votes.
Okay. That makes sense, at least for that one. And this is, these are both in 7th place. Okay.
Okay, then we have another tie, 2-way, and it's I and Q both have 19. Q is one of my favorite letters, by the way, in English.
Really? It's like
It is.
It's like my least favorite letter in terms of typography. It makes no sense. It's like it's just an O, and then they just threw a line in there, and the line doesn't
It's really fun to do it in cursive.
It doesn't match any other element of the entire system. It's just so strange. At least uppercase Q.
Maybe that's
uppercase Q.
Maybe that's why I like it. It's the oddball.
Okay, so 19, and that is so 7, 6. So this is tied for 5th place.
Thank you, Miles. Cursive Qs are exciting.
They look like 2s.
Then in 3rd place is C with 20 votes.
All right. Very simple.
E has 22 votes.
Okay.
And D has 23.
All right.
That wasn't hard at all.
Yeah. They went simple in this vote. That's interesting. Okay. So to explain a bit better, because I know that this was kind of like a little rushed last time because we forgot about it. This writing system is supposed to be something that's carved into, I mean, presumably if at later times, I mean all the time, rock walls, but also just like the sides of caves and burrows, say in dirt. And so the idea, there probably could have been more curves if it was going to be dirt. I should have thought of that and done more curves. But anyway, so the idea is that you just kind of like, you write it as you're going along. I was actually picturing from left to right, which from your perspective is this. Is that correct?
Well, that worked for me.
It worked for you.
I'm guessing it'll work for them.
No, it worked for you, but it didn't.
I'm waiting for the YouTube.
It worked for you.
No, if you
it did work.
Screen,
it did work.
Just went left or right.
It did work. Okay, good. Anyway, And so then kind of like the writing line is basically a tail. And then it's going to end. So I had this idea, so I'm gonna run with it. It's gonna end, with a curly down if it's a statement and a curly up if it's a question mark, and we'll figure out how those apportion otherwise. But it is it's a very like schematic writing system. It is based somewhat loosely on opossum body parts. These are, imagine the possum from the top down and the legs going up and down. Okay. I had a hair on my tongue. It's done. All right. But it's been there the entire time, and it's been bothering me the entire time. But it's done. It's gone.
But I have to ask, human or cat?
I never know. And much of the time it is cat.
I would imagine.
Yeah. It's just an occupational hazard. And there's so much cat hair about. Especially when the light's up, you can really see the cat hair. Anyway, so yeah, it's somewhat like Ogham, where if you look at Ogham, it's like, okay, this is obviously a schematic script. This is not based on anything. These are not coming from pictographs. This is just chopping it in there. So the idea was that this writing system would have developed first because eyesight would have been the poorest sense for these opossums. When they started off as, opossum light, right? And then when they became, opossum deluxe, they kind of came into, or their sight got better. But even so, they developed this first, this writing system that's entirely by feel. And then after this, they're going to develop a writing system that is, a bit more versatile, that you could use on paper and stuff like that. And so it will likely be inspired by this system, but it's no longer going to be beholden to the medium, that is, it being carved and whatnot. So we're going to see what kind of fun we can have with this. We were just deciding on what glyphs would be good for this, and now we have those in order. And I will... And each of these, by the way, was done in a pair. So A is not one glyph, it's two glyphs. So there's many more than we would need if we were making an alphabet. And I kind of have to decide what I'm going to do about that. If it's going to be alphabet or not. I had an idea because... we have high and mid pairs in the proto system for front, back, and center. And then we have at the bottom. And so even if you were going alphabetic, you could get away with three, or even abjatic, you could get away with three glyphs there that had an up-down orientation, like up for high and down for mid. Maybe get away. I mean, is more of an important vowel in this system, so you wouldn't want to make it just an inherent vowel. But did we have any of? Hold on. Let's count up here. If I wanted to do this, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 23 minus 4 is
19.
19. And in 19th place, we have X and W. You okay?
What?
What's that?
Yeah, I just coughed.
Okay, it was a cough.
Yeah?
I don't know. It sounded like a snoff.
A snoff? Is that
a sneeze
half
cough?
sneeze, half cough?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Okay, you're okay. Because I know that the conditions are icy outside, so I didn't know if you were catching a chill.
No, but I do think my allergies are on high alert. So.
By the way, on Instagram, some of the I get as an advertisement one of these allergy drugs, and it's targeted advertisement, right? And they run it specifically when pollen counts are high, So I always know a day on which pollen counts are high by simply checking Instagram.
Really interesting. I don't get those. I get ads for
Yeah.
other things. That's interesting.
Yeah, and yet, I mean, the advertisement has failed because I don't even remember the drug, and I certainly don't use it. I use something else. So, I don't know. But let's let them keep thinking that it's working because I appreciate knowing when the pollen count is high.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, so 19th place is X. Okay, so it's everything before 19th place. Let's see, 1919 is X and W. 17 is S. 15.
Sorry, Mateus says he gets ads for online meat.
That
Does the meat stay online?
that can be taken a number of different ways.
Right?
Yeah. What the hell
Okay,
is
that cracks me up.
online meat as opposed to just like what kind of advertisements are these? Are you still going to a deli in person? You loser. Welcome to eMeat. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we've got in 15th place we have M, and in 5th place we have I. So both of those are up and down ones, except for ah. So that can work for those. Yeah. Oh, and in 15th place we have X. I might do that. X might make the most sense for ah. All right. Well, I'll play with it. And something like this, it's so easy to put together. I might even fontify it, even though it's not, a writing system proper. But it would be so easy that why not? With E, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's actually beef and venison, and such offered for shipping though. Haha. Seems to be a lot of them in Germany now. Dark horse, you've said this many times. No, it's going to be left to right, horizontal. Okay, so anyway, I will work on that and come up with a system, and then after that, then I will figure out the next orthography related poll. It might be one of style. I'm really feeling angular. I'm feeling somewhat less comfortable with going full upsy downsy on this one.
Okay.
Because I don't know,
Like
I just don't think it'll look good. Like, it's fine for this, but I don't think it'll look good writing. I mean, well, I guess if you had paper where it's like your thick writing line, right, was interpreted as the middle, and you were just fully ready to do upsy downsy, then maybe it could be fine. I don't know. We'll have to think about it.
Okay.
And we'll have to practice writing it by hand.
Obviously.
Yeah. And yeah, and I rely on you doing that more than me because you'll actually do it. I'll just say I did it.
Yes, I will actually do it.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yes. Okay. So, are we ready to move on,
yeah.
or did you want to say more about the font?
The last thing though, Dark Horse. Yes, the curly bit. It is the opossum's tail. That's the idea. I want you to think of Sobe, the drink, since that's something everybody has in mind. You remember the original Sobe, where it's like the top shot of the gecko or of the lizard, right? That's what I'm thinking here.
Oh, wow! If I would never remember that's what it was until.
I loved
you described
Sobe.
it.
I loved Sobe. I don't know what happened to it.
I don't really remember it.
Get out
Other
of here.
than apparently you saying it was the gecko made me remember the packaging, but like I couldn't tell you. Was it like just flavored water? tea.
It was
Juice?
it was before the whole vitamin water, life water phenomenon. It was just a juice,
Okay.
yeah. Maybe, and some of them were tea. But like, seriously, what did you drink in college? Water?
Did in college, let's see. I'm not gonna say I was healthy in college. There would have been a lot of Mountain Dew, some Red Bull.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh my!
And
I I once on a trip up to Fresno, I once got a Red Bull because I was really, I was really falling asleep while driving. And I took one drink and I was like, I can't even finish this. This tastes like fuel. This tastes like gasoline. How could anybody drink this? And I mean, and I hate wasting stuff, but I just straight up threw that away. Just, just awful. Awful. One of the most awful things I've ever tasted, and I've had Ethiopian butter. Just, ugh. Anyway.
that's making me laugh.
So you drank that willingly. Okay.
I did. Okay, so
Mountain Dew.
it was, let's see, Evan. No, I don't only drink the worst soda, and in fact, I actually don't really drink soda anymore, except yesterday, for the first time in years, I had an orange soda, and it was exciting.
An orange soda. Wow. Are you familiar with with what we got over here? The thing we call the cactus cooler. Are you familiar with that?
No.
Oh, it's a cool thing that we have over here. That's it. I just,
no idea what you're talking about.
Also, do you know about what, like the whole like Northeast and their weird thing with like chocolate soda?
Oh yes, because it's at first. The first time I heard it, I thought it was like Yoo-hoo, but then I had it, and it is not like Yoo-hoo.
No, it's not.
Like it's a soda.
Yeah. Don't get that.
So, anyway, the chat is
nice,
just
Dark Horse.
This is all great. And now, by the way, in general, the fizzy drinks that I drink are just fizzy water, which is David's favorite because he loves the carbonated bubbles with no sugar.
You absolutely are going to get on my last nerve. Ugh.
That is my goal.
Poor guy.
So,
he's one day away from retirement. One day.
Okay. Now,
all right.
Are we ready then? Because
and
somebody had asked what font this was. This is the start of the proto system that will lead to the possum font. So that's what that was. Excellent.
Okay.
We left off last time, if you recall.
Yeah, we did.
At the top of page 10.
Sorry.
You're on point.
Thank you.
At the top of page 10.
Here we are.
With the manner prefixes. We made it through 4. We still have at least 2 more.
Yeah. Okay, and so I think next the easiest one to do is going to be I.
Sorry, Artak is saying that I must get a sarsaparilla and drink it on stream, and I think that is a good plan.
Do we really have to call it sarsaparilla, or is it that's how it's spelled, right? That's how it's really spelled, right?
Yeah, a sarsaparilla.
That's.
But I was just throwing in the R for a little more.
Yeah. No. Like, why does it look like such a weird word? It looks like it came from Hindi and Spanish at the same time.
Just a second.
Are you gonna etymologize it?
It comes from Spanish. Zarza parilla. That would be from zarza, bramble, and a diminutive of para, vine.
Are you saying a Z because it's spelled with a Z?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just a sa. So sarsaparilla. Yeah, sarsa. But that word salsa probably does not come from Spanish. That's probably from a native language, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I.
Yes, I would also start with I. Little pun there. Because that one, we only have one option, so we don't have to think too much about it, other than finding a good sound combination.
Yes. So we have a ka, we have a ja, we have a ba, and we have a hya. So we need something different from all of those.
Oh, Artak is saying that salsa is from Basque.
Oh.
And Jake concurs. Okay.
That's so cool.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So what were you saying?
We need a nice non-hya, ba, ka, ra word for I.
Oh, because those are the sounds we already have in the prefixes, and you're just saying let's do something a little different.
Indeed, those are the halves we already sound.
And now I'm like, did I say it?
No, you're fine.
That's backwards. Okay, but now I've forgotten and I can't. Oh wait, you have yours open on the screen, so don't move pages.
Yeah. Go to the list. Go to the list that we have for our roots and tell me when you're there. Or the roots we have yet to use. Tell me when you're there.
Yes.
Tell me when you're there.
I will.
Okay.
I'm there.
Okay, you ready for this? Watch this. Meow. I just went straight to where she was in the document. Isn't that cool?
We just figured this out, by the way, guys. So
yeah.
It's like super exciting.
Been doing this for how many years? I mean, using pages. Yeah, we just figured that out. Okay, so it looks like we have L and P, and that's it.
And what did you not want?
Hibajaka.
Okay, so L and P are totally fine.
Yeah. Hibajaka. Could be a word. Hibajaka. But yes, L and P are fine.
And you're right. Yes, I was on Kanan, of course.
Yeah. Do lug, plak, or pakin, do those feel like I to you at all, or do you just want to do something different? Yeah, okay. Let's do something different. Okay. I really like that I did these bullet points for you because it makes it easier to find where I need to go. I mean, I never would have done it because I think it's a bit garish, but since you're such a fan.
So, thinking.
Could do L, you do R, you
L,
do T.
Epsilon, Z.
Oh, okay. Like where this is going. All right. Wait. Is that a pro? Yeah, it is. I actually have the proto inventory right here, so that's nice. I can just use that. What? The L disappears?
Why does it disappear? It's because of the yidification, because something with palatalization
and that includes palatal laterals, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so the result is yes.
How do you feel about that?
Yes.
But that's kind of fun, right?
Yes. That's fine with me. The protoscript is written with clause. The modern one will not be now. So yes. I mean, yeah. I guess it works. Here, let's.
if you don't like it, we can add a different vowel there and get to keep.
Let's find out if I do like it.
Because I would also take that high back vowel, rouge. I would take that.
No, Graham, we're good. We're good. Lexergy did right. I'm just trying to. Is this how we even write that when it's that vowel, or do we write IE?
Oh, let me check. I'm right by the orthography.
Oh, we never did that. We never did the romanization.
Oh, but it would just be E because that's the only E we have.
No. I'm talking about the yeah part of it. Let me see if we have any words like this.
Oh, sorry. I see what you're saying. It's spelled with a Y.
It is?
Because it's actually a y sound, right? Like an IPA would be a J.
I think so, but that's not what the rule is according to Lexergy, and Lexergy does output romanization, I thought. No, it's actually IE. Oh, I just had a taste memory. Oh crap, what is it? Oh, what is that? What is that taste memory? Is it like, gosh, it's like banana or chocolate or ice cream? I can't remember. It's so specific. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose it.
And this is the part of the live stream where we watch David have a meltdown over something that we cannot share in.
But you can when I explain to you what it is, if I can remember. Oh, jeez, what is that? Oh. It's gone. We've already talked about Jello pudding pops, right?
We can come back. If you go to where I am in the document, you'll see where I'm looking at the orthography.
There isn't an orthography yet. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there is.
No, there isn't.
Romanization. Sorry.
Big difference. Big difference. How long have you been working with me?
Oh, Jasmine, if you were listening, I just said a cuss word under my breath.
Okay, so here's my evidence. We have the word for fire, and it's spelled Z-O-U-M. That's a diphthong. If we were going full glide, it would be Z-O-W-M, but we're not doing that. I am now going to go to where you are in the document.
Hey, wait, don't go anywhere yet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the IPA for Zoom? Something got copied over.
Uh-oh.
I didn't catch you in time. You moved too fast.
Oh.
But where I am in the document, it's just what I was talking about.
Yeah, that one's not, like, correct or anything.
Z-O-U-M is pronounced Yida.
No, okay, but, like, okay, I'm gonna go back to you. I know that we didn't do the romanization yet.
We did too.
No, we didn't.
We had arguments about it. There was at one point
Really? So there's a schwa in our romanization?
No, that part shouldn't be there. But if you look up above, all the other things we had decided.
Yes.
Because I forget what one we had, but at some point, we had a trigraph, and I was like, no, and like,
yeah,
we had to compromise.
Yeah. So and so that's why we have the ZY and SY.
Yes. And the KY.
How are they talking about French onion soup? Have we talked about French onion soup? Do they know about French onion soup?
Do we know about it?
That I have had your French onion soup.
You have not had my French onion soup.
What soup did you make for me?
Wow, wildly different.
What?
It was like a vegan chickpea and rice soup. It had onion in it, yes, but it was not French onion soup.
I must have misunderstood.
You know what French onion soup is, yeah?
Yeah, I've had it. Well, I thought twice. I guess once.
It is so different than what I've had you.
Dang.
Like, there's no way you would confuse the two unless you, like, left and in your head all you remembered was she gave me a soup with onions and you, like, completely forgot everything else.
I probably did. Dang. Boy, that's disquieting.
Because I don't know that I've ever made French onion soup. So, like, I can't even... I make a lot of stews, I make a lot of soups. But...
Boy, that throws me for a loop. A soup loop.
It's really funny.
Damn. Okay, but...
Going on.
No, I think that we're doing these, just IE. Like, we have yeah, but that yeah comes from R when it gets palatalized.
Like, I know that we had a verb with IE at the beginning, but we haven't entered verbs into dictionaries yet.
No, we haven't. We're not there yet. But
I do, like I say in dictionaries, like, we have more than one.
Hey, look at this. Oh, I forgot. Look at all these numbers we have.
Okay, to climb. If you go where I am in the document, there is the evidence where the R is becoming an I, and we spelled it with an I, but I don't know that we should have.
Am I actually in your place? No, it's a different place.
No, but you did a search and find, and you found it anyway.
Yeah.
And Applesauce Project / Cupcake Parade. Yeah, you can derail him quite easily.
Yeah, that's nothing to be proud of. Ask my former students; they know. They do it all the time. No, but seriously.
And I'm here to be like, David, we're talking about romanization.
So here's the thing: if this thing is going to be that, then this thing should be a I don't know. Crap. Let me. Okay, where are our sound changes? Here we go.
In the document where they're not.
I know they're. Okay, ye and ye are verjoten, resulting in e.
Imitates, yes, you could totally do it. You don't have to be able to draw well to do a logographic script because, quite frankly, if you look at a lot of the sources for logographic scripts, they're not necessarily anything more than a stick figure kind of design, and you can totally do that.
Yep, just copy and paste. I'm doing a logographic font right now. It's so much fun. Most of it is just copy and paste. Okay. Okay. All right, so back to what we're doing.
And Logan, yes, the Mayan glyphs do require some skill.
Not really. I mean, they're just small shapes. You know, like, it's the type of thing where have you ever seen that thing where it's like, you know, people like like do a thing and it's like and it looks really impressive, right? If you keep at it, but every single step you took to get there was very, 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 very small. I don't know, this is just gonna take too long, but it's like, like, and it's like, imagine if you did that over the whole page, you'd look at it and be like, ooh, that's kind of cool. But it's like none of those lines was difficult. It was all the same thing. It's the same type of thing. You can do the Mayan. You can do the Mayan. It works. Trust me. Just like, I don't know. Just like make, curves and lines and things, and then make them funny.
Jasmine said, isn't art just all colors and shapes? In that case, art is easy. And yeah, you're right. Same way music is easy because it's just all notes.
But that's the thing. If you gave me a saxophone right now, I couldn't produce a single note, like clearly. Like, because it's difficult.
But for some people, they couldn't produce a single triangle clearly if you gave them pen and paper.
I suppose. But it's like, hold on a minute. Give me purchase here, and then let's maybe do something like this. And
give you purchase. Wow.
And then
like we just went back to the 1800s.
Like, this looks kind of cool, right? And it's like,
oh, that looks super cool.
Yeah, but it's like, it's just lines and stuff. Like, this sounds so dumb. But, okay. And also, this is, I should have been showing me doing it, like, while I was doing it. And then when it comes to fontifying this, you just do it with math. So then you don't even have to freehand it. Because, like, I freehanded this, and you can see, like, there's all messy lines and stuff like that. If you just do it with math, it just does it for you.
We all know that math is your favorite thing.
Oh, God, I hate it so much. I tell you how much it frustrated me when I was making the Indigene font, and I just wanted one perfect hexagon, and you couldn't do it. Bye, Jesse.
You disappeared.
No, you disappeared.
Oh, wait. I froze?
Yep.
I'm back. Okay.
Mm.
So I missed what you said. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, see, Jasmine, that was the thing. I was like hoping I could do that when I was creating the font for Angala, but the problem is, have we frozen?
Well, I thought we did for a minute, but like now okay. Everything's good.
Yeah, everything froze. I'm looking at the live stream and everything is frozen. I'm still here talking to you right now. Can people hear us?
It's not frozen for me right now. Like, I'm watching us go. I just saw you freaking out there on YouTube. You're a little bit upset.
Beatrice, are we the only ones who see that it's frozen? Are we the only ones who know the secret about the world? Now look at all these.
Maybe. You know what? David does need a dot cam.
Yeah, I need what
See, everybody else, yes, that's what I experienced too. We froze for a second and now we're just fine. David is apparently frozen. Oh, yeah, and Indigene is freaking awesome.
Well, thank you. But my point was I was trying to make a perfect hexagon and I couldn't do it. Because anytime I put down one of the points, like the coordinates, I would end up at like a half. And you can't do that. It has to resolve to one or the other, and so it was just driving me nuts. Well, the thing is frozen for me, so I'm going to go back and start it over. It's still frozen. Like, what?
And by the way, we have not actually done the word for I potentially yet because David still needed to test it out to see if he liked the prefix form. So yeah. All of this has been a bit of a down a path.
And now I've turned off my Wi-Fi and I put on just the cell phone, and now it's giving me all this attitude.
As it should.
Family discount? Are you serious, YouTube Premium? Okay.
I feel like that's our
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not it's your weekly thing, because I don't complain at YouTube whenever they always ask me, but it makes me laugh that every time you're like very upset that they want you to do.
Yeah. Okay. And it felt like, by the way, if you know how lowest common denominators work, it felt like, okay, if I expand this to some nth degree, maybe I can get a perfect hexagon. And I was trying, but just wasn't working. Right. It was driving me nuts. Oh, I wish I could redo that one. The curves are sloppy. I could do a better imaging right now. Anyway, okay. Is that the storm?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
How are you feeling about this word?
I don't know. Fine with it. How are you?
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Such a weird little diversion. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it's fine.
What will the prefix form be?
I don't know. I don't know if the L is going to reappear. Where are our two sample verbs? Ijur and bansur. Okay. Yes. What are we doing to get those two, Ijur and bansur?
Well, we're adding, honestly, two different suffixes. Did you want both of them?
I don't care about the suffixes. I care about the roots. It's fun.
Well, ijur is the one that I was mentioning is spelled I-E-T in the modern form. That's to climb. And then jump is ban, and I believe it's B-A-A-N.
Crap, what are our suffixes? Where's our verb stuff?
We have a verb list on page 8. I put my cursor in it if you need to go see it. And it's got, so B-A-N is the protoform of to jump. And R-I-D is the protoform of to climb.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I almost said yes, sir. Texas frame of mind.
Have we been screwing that up then? It's not really a verb that begins with a vowel.
Do you want to change it to at, which is to leave?
Yeah, but we gotta go back and look at everything we've done previously. I do want to do at. I think that makes a lot more. I think that's a lot easier. What's its, and what's the stuff that gives us the stuff?
Oh, that's that's a second suffix. So to go is the suit part, and then the comes from there. Or
so
yeah, there, the schwa. So go there.
Okay. See what happens. Wow. Boy, did that change things.
What did it change?
Les achur and les bansur. Les achur. Les bansur.
Oh, you mean like for this particular one?
Yeah. And then let's throw read in there. Lazy Jur. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened last time. It's okay now.
Okay, so what would the forms be? It would just be les and les?
Just les, both of them. Both of them would be les.
Both? Okay.
So that's a little on the nose, so to speak. It looks exactly like
is
I.
It? Because wouldn't the modern form still be yes?
Why is that E getting preserved?
Do we want to walk through the rules?
Well, do you just know off the top of your head?
No.
Oh.
But I know it's right.
You do?
Yeah.
You're sure?
You just keep doing something else. I'll be back to you.
Okay. Okay. I'm doing something else. What am I doing? Okay. I am going to take a drink of water. Refreshing. But, geez, Jesse, why did you say everything is really weird? What a weird thing to say.
What is this noise? Okay, so here's a question. Vowels lengthen before a voiced goes at the ends of words.
Yes.
So right now I have it being L-I-Z, so that would become L-I-I-Z. I'm on stage 4.
Yeah. And then the double I is going to become a ya, and then the ya is going to turn the la into a lia, and then the lia I is going to make the lia drop out, and so you end up with yes. Yeah, correct. Yeah, yes.
Okay, so then we're done. We're good. It's right. And it's staying les in the other forms because it's not stressed.
Okay, but I just thought that E was going to drop out.
In the unstressed?
Yeah, unstressed E. Like, why is it still there?
Because it becomes a barred I, which then...
An unstressed position outside of the very first segment of the word before the main stress. Yeah, it should have dropped out immediately. From rule 1.
It wouldn't be rule 1, it would become a barred I.
And then how is it...
And then the barred I changes to something.
Does the barred I change back into eh? How?
Well, just a second. I'm reading. I don't remember all of our amazingly on-point rules.
Okay, in stress position.
Oh, palatalization. And then it becomes an I. Do you see this on 5? No, wait, that doesn't become an I. Sorry.
The vowel, it becomes palatalization on the previous consonant when the vowel is unstressed. So now it should be lis. This should be spreading to the next consonant, so it should be lija. And so it should become lija. No?
I don't know, because now in number 8, it does appear that it would be lost.
Yeah. And then it should take on an initial consonant. I'm sorry, an initial vowel. Prothesis. Inserted before geminates, before clusters that begin with either a nasal or a liquid. Yeah. So it should be ilj. It should be iljijur and iljbansur, right? And iljachur.
Can you spell that for me?
Illyzy.
Illyzy. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so Graham, what's the frequency? Kenneth, wait.
Do you see where it's?
No, so yeah, I will say one thing that is convenient about the SCA is that you can see the spell out. So you can see the rule that goes along. But it should be the very first one, the very first one.
Graham is on it.
Yeah. Consonant. I don't understand why this isn't working. If I understand what this means, I just don't understand why it's not working. It should be.
Alan Graham says he's taking your comment as a feature request.
Thank you. Someday the term command line is not going to frighten me. That's a goal.
It does frighten you?
Ugh. I don't even want to think about what it means.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not good. No, it's supposed to change all of them. Yeah.
Is that the way it was written in the original rule?
Yeah. The vowels n, become un, respectively, in unstressed position outside of the very first segment of the word, before the main stress.
Wait, but that would be this prefix would be the very first segment of the word. So does this mean it wouldn't be affected?
No, it means when the first segment is eh.
So you're saying no consonant in front of it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
You know, people crack their knuckles.
Yeah.
I crack my wrists. Just giving you a heads up in case you ever see me doing something like this or this. That's what's happening. Sometimes it produces.
I can bend them any which way, but they're not going to crack.
Sometimes it
Same with
produces
my knuckles,
quite a loud sound, very loud.
Yeah. Okay. The only thing that pops on me are the things that I can't control. Like if I move my shoulder and all of a sudden it's like,
your arm falls off.
And it does. It's like
I've never had anything like that happen.
Just pops out.
See, I can bend mine any which way too. It's just it pops every so often. That's all.
Okay. So while that's being fixed, does this mean you like the prefix? This whole time we're trying to decide if you like the prefix.
If it comes out the way that I think it might, then I think I might. What about you?
Okay.
Are you okay with Ich bin sur?
Sure.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I be?
Yeah.
The harder this is to pronunciate, the better.
We might run into some problems here if Graham does implement this change, because it might start getting root vowels that we don't want to reduce when they're not stressed. So I'm looking at, what is right now les bansur, and we have final stress, and it might be killing the ah vowel between B, A, and N. I don't know. It might.
Why would it kill the ah vowel? That's not one of the vowels that gets killed.
You can remove the cons in that rule, leaving the empty bracket. Okay. Let's see what happens.
Yes, I have a very sound philosophy, Evan.
Absolutely no change. No change. Wait, leaving the empty, leave the empty bracket, leaving the empty bracket, leaving the empty bracket.
Gosh, David.
Sorry. Okay, still no change. Unless I misplaced the empty bracket. Did I misplace it? Is it supposed to be after the? No, I don't think it is. No space after the thing. Okay. There we go. Ijidur, Ijatur, and Ijbansur. What do you think?
It's good.
You like that? You like Ij. You're super excited about that.
I feel like you're adding words to what I'm saying, but yes, I like it.
All right, let's take a look. So this would be...
Mateus is saying something did change in Ilana.
Oh, yeah?
That looks beautiful.
All right. It doesn't matter if it's consonant or I see what I'm doing. This there. Thank you, Magpie. Something changed in Ilana. Really? Oh, I mean, it looks right. Okay.
Okay. Do we want
Voice
to? Yes, Evan. It is 1 pph, the speed limit. 1 prefix per hour. I think we should celebrate our 1 prefix.
Yes, we should. We need something. Oh.
Ready.
All right. Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh. This better be the best darn Kopiko I've ever had. Oh, I think I'm in luck.
Good.
Oh. Kopiko, the real land of enchantment. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is so good. Oh, that's good stuff. All right.
Now, do we want to do voice or word?
I don't know. I was thinking noise. I don't know. What speaks to you? Do you want to give them a base root for word? It happens sometimes.
No.
How do you want to express the concept of voice? What are you thinking? By cry?
Like I'm thinking, yeah, some sort of noise word that then it gets a double meaning and is also voice.
Do you want it to be like onomatopoeic?
I mean, it can be, yeah. I like that. Now, what do possums sound like, David?
Very rustic.
I need to hear it. Like, I need to understand what sound will be the voice sound that we're trying to onomatopoeicize.
The very first cry of the very first opossum sounded like this.
And Bibleridian will verify that. It's science.
Awesome. And so people are suggesting maybe that's like a scream, which, yeah, like a cry, a scream.
I mean,
Or something.
it could just be that.
Arr.
That's very piratey. What would the modern form be?
I don't know. Ah. Ah.
It is on the internet forever. It should make everyone really happy.
Okay, let's try. See what happens. Yep. Ash. Ash. It's pretty good.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Okay. Let's take this. Oh. Sorry, I don't want that space. Huh. Pretty boring. Just prefixes as are. But then nobody would know that it's related, so seems pretty good, maybe.
And also sometimes prefixes are boring, David.
Ever. Nothing is ever boring, ever.
Sometimes they are exactly what they look like.
Interestingly though, like the most boring suffix I've ever... No, actually, it does have the two varying forms, doesn't it? I was thinking of ing because it just adds the same way to every single word no matter what. I guess nest does that too, and there's less variation. But then going does have the 4 realizations. Do people know this, that there's 4 realizations of going?
Well,
Wait,
they don't. They are now.
maybe it's just 3.
Bibleridian just confirmed that, yes, that's what possums sound like.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
you need to, like, pat yourself on the back for that. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Ooh, now this hurts. Okay. But, so there's ing, right? And then there's my variant, which is een, with an N. And then there's in, as in going.
And for the people who really cut it off and gone.
I guess there's also that. And then there's also the people that have a lax vowel before angma. And so it's not ing, but it's, I don't even know how to say it. Ing. God, it's such a weird sound.
So it's not ing.
Running. I'm running. It's so weird.
Don't be Mr. Judgy. Goodness.
Well, that's all I can do. That's my superpower, is judging people for things.
Well, I think your version is weird, so
Really? Running?
without the angma?
No, with well, there's that. No, but even with the angma with a tense vowel.
It's a little bit strong for what I do. I'm an in speaker.
But if it's too strong, why don't you just do the in part, just running. Running on empty.
That's exactly what I just said I do. Running. Going.
Okay, but what if you do the
I do
angma?
in.
If you do the angma, do you have a tense vowel or lax vowel?
It's much laxer than what yours is.
Okay,
Running.
I guess.
It's not like super lax, but it's also not tense. Like I don't run.
I feel like I gotta. If I ever do that angma, which I don't, running. It's so weird. I would just say running with an N. Always.
Okay. While we're running these up the pole here, let's decide what we're gonna do next. Are we ready to enter verbs at any point into the dictionary?
No. We need to do two things next.
Wow. Things.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yeah.
You really do have a tensor vowel there.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging my superiority.
I did not say it was superior. I was just like, wow, I had not noticed that before.
Mm-hmm.
And now I will notice.
I'll try to tone it down for you. There are two things that we need to do. The first thing, how do you even do that? Is there's negation and pacifization. We don't necessarily need to do something, but we need to talk about it and see if it's going to play into the prefix callaloo.
Callaloo? Can we use that word that way?
I'm using it that way. You know, it's just the thing that comes in front that's all... But it's still somewhat individual. However, they blend.
Is it? Okay. Callaloo, right?
Mm-hmm. The
and
stew.
Like in my head, that's a stew,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the stew.
Okay. So you can use that to mean like a gallimaufry?
A what?
Like a jumble of things?
Let's return to what you just said.
A gallimaufry.
Is this a word that you just invented? Because let's be clear. I just was using the word callaloo. I just invented it on the spot. I'd like using it for that purpose. But you this is not a real word.
Look it up.
I can look this up in the dictionary and you're telling me it's a real word?
Yes.
In English?
Yes.
Oh my god. A confused jumble or medley of things? I mean, I've heard of argle bargle and foo-fa-ra, but gallimaufry?
You're welcome.
I'm stunned.
So anyway.
I am stunned.
Why don't you use the dictionary app that's built right into your computer?
Did you know it had to do with the stew?
Yes. Which is what made me think of it, because callaloo is a stew, and so then that's why I made the connection, that I was like, did it do the same thing gallimaufry did?
Oh my goodness.
So,
I am absolutely stunned.
The more you know.
Oh no, you're thinking of Caillou, not that Caillou is different. We all know Caillou. Oh, that's a darling
And at some
cat.
point, you'll have to tell me why you don't use the dictionary app that's built right into your computer.
I didn't know it existed, and I don't want to go and find it.
Oh my goodness, all you have to do is command spacebar and start typing dictionary.
Oh, I use command spacebar for different things. Oh crap. Do not go to Wiktionary.com apparently.
Why did you just break it?
It's Wiktionary.org. Oh gosh, I know that we have things to do, but good gracious. Oh, look at that. A ragout or gallimaufry made with hearts and lungs and served with the semmelknödel, bread dumpling.
Jasmine is right. Gallimaufry is like our new teeth.
At a restaurant in Vienna. From Old French gallimaufry, stew with very...
Artak, you are so right. The sixth knon is never-ending tangents.
Unbelievable. And it's basically just a made-up word.
And Dark Horse is saying the Possum Council thinks there should be a word for gallimaufry. Did you hear my thanks?
Yeah.
It's thanks.
Thinks?
Thanks? Thanks.
Thinks.
It's just like, no, because mine is much more lax.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, but like, why if you don't have to? Like, nobody's looking. No linguists are looking. You can just do it.
Because why would you? Thanks.
You know how many times I got my wrist slapped with a ruler in linguistics school because I was like transcribing think as theta I with a dot, angma k.
And it's all like, no, it's supposed to be small cap I.
Yeah. And then they're like, but that's not how I pronounce it. It's like, well, we write it this way anyway. And I'm like, oh, you are going to get the straight hell up out of here. I don't even know what I just said.
So
Makes me so mad. All right, so.
Yeah, for me, think and think are very, very close. Like they're barely separated.
And that was the entire impetus for my master's thesis, where I studied that.
Nice.
Well, okay, so what I want to do is I want to put some of these prefixes together. I have already forgotten the order that we decided on.
So I feel like
Directional was first. Directional was closer to the root, excuse me. Right?
Yeah. I just love how we have we have all the options still in. Why don't we delete the options we don't want?
I don't know.
But I think it was direction is closer because I think the away jumped, clumsy jumped, and then clumsy away jumped is the final that we ended up liking better.
Yeah. Good that we still have this note, but
also the directionals, so many of them are from verbs and they were meant to be serial verb constructions, and it made more sense to have the verb with the manner before.
Yes, and these are nouns, and that's why we're not having these things co-occur with these two things, the in and converging. They're incompatible. Okay, so all I wanted to do was I just wanted to just do a couple of these forms to make sure that they're still coming out well when we do them together.
Can I go ahead and get rid of outfoot fell the tree?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. This feels like it needs a fancier font.
Oh, are you leaving it in there?
Needs to be bigger too.
At least I have that font.
Oh, you have Edwardian script ITC?
I do.
Hey, Meridian. Okay. All right, so then let's do some sample forms down here. And we're going to do these in the romanization. So we have, let's start off with Bansur. We have Bansur, and the other one is Achur. That's interesting.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
That was because Evan suggested it, and I was like, I wonder what this would look like. And so I did it. And so thank you, Evan. That's because of you.
This honestly looks like it would be the first page of a recently discovered James Joyce novel. Calamofrey, and then just this random list with numbers. And
Rock,
everybody.
blade,
Mm-hmm.
back.
English professors falling all over themselves analyzing this. Just this part has 40 books written on it. All right. This is not sh because the n isn't strong enough to influence the sa to sh, and this is epenthetic, so it's actually an alveolar t, not it's an alveolar t, not a retroflex t, and this is probably an alveolar n, not a retroflex n, so it's actually Bantu. Got it. Okay, good. More.
Oh, that's why people are saying bless you.
Oh, I get it.
That's great. That's great.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's choose some. Be nice if these could all be on one page. Oh, how convenient. Out is the top one. All right. Let's do. So. Fingers weren't on home keys. All right. And now let's throw something in front of it. This is out. And, ooh. Does anything happen to palatal consonants before E?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
Okay. That's fine. And then this one would be...
Because it's already fully palatal, right?
Yeah. But I'm looking at something. So these W's that we have represent what?
Yes.
Should they voice?
I don't think so.
They're coming from either R or F.
Oh, wait. If it comes after R or F, we got all sorts of things that happen.
Fud. It's Fud. Okay, let's give this a little shot ski. Okay, Fud. And what is Biza? Let's just see what happens. No, it doesn't. Doesn't do anything. No. All right.
So it stays like this.
Well, it states the W, so that was the important part. The other stuff didn't matter because we're doing some extra stuff. But what do you feel like, especially the second one? Bezwatur or bezwatur? Bezwatur. Of course, those should be unrounded. Bezwatur. It's going to be hardest. So, just do you think in that environment it should voice or just go bezwatur?
Just a second. Because it will become but it should voice without the vowel. I thought there was going to be a vowel there. But we haven't had a voice W, right? Like that hasn't been...
No, this would be something that would be introduced, and it would be, a sound change somewhere, or we'll just note that it's covered by one of our sound changes, presumably progressive voicing assimilation.
Number 11, to be precise.
Yeah.
Because a non-nasal consonant becomes voiced when it follows a consonant that is voiced and is not sonorant.
Yeah. So, you like it? You wanted to cover what?
Can you do both for me again?
Bizwatur. Sorry, that was the vowel was wrong. Bizwatur versus bizwatur.
Okay, one more time.
Bizwatur. Bizwatur.
I mean, yeah, you can do it. It just seems like it's that extra energy that why would you do that for prefixes?
Yeah, I agree.
It's the extra energy just doesn't make sense to me.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and do we even need to change the sound change? Like, I don't think we do. I think as it's
No.
written, it covers it.
It does, and so it's just that I don't think, ever had a W in that position because the W is coming from a different consonant cluster, and I don't think we would get it outside of prefixes, to be quite honest, or compounds.
Yeah, probably not. Oh, I wanted it to be black. Oh, well. Well, actually, it's green here, so it doesn't matter. Okay, good. Okay, so I've added that to our consonant inventory. Now we know that we have both what and what. Cool. It's kind of cool.
Only kind of cool.
No, I'll go ahead and say it. It's pretty cool.
Is that a step up from kind of?
Isn't it? Do you think it's not?
Interesting. I have to stop and think about this.
How much?
Because it's pretty cool.
Do you
it's
kind
kinda
of like
cool.
Copigo, or do you pretty like it?
You can't pretty like something. No.
Okay, Copigo kind of good or Copigo pretty good?
I think it depends on inflection, because I can make kind of better than pretty if I'm like, oh, Kopiko, yeah, it's pretty good. But Kopiko, ooh, that's kind of good, right?
Okay.
That's a better statement.
Okay, but then let's try them both at the same polarity. So, ooh, Copico, that's kind of good. Ooh, Copico, that's pretty good. Same or different?
I feel like, I don't know. I still feel like I could read them on the sit because it's meant to be a hedge marker, and it doesn't honestly matter how hedgy you're being.
Okay.
It just matters that it's surprisingly good or that it's almost good.
Okay, so let's throw in some other words. How about gorgeous
Jasmine
good?
does not have my back on this one.
Gorgeous good?
Hmm?
Well, you know, pretty is a way to describe somebody's appearance. Could you say it was gorgeous good?
No.
How about beautiful good?
No. You can't do these things either. Don't even try to make this about me.
What a handsome good Copico.
Now, if you want it to be super good, you need to say something like that's hella good.
Oh, no. First of all, you're not even from here, all right?
You do realize that spread beyond where you live.
It did. We tried to stamp it out, but it did. Those Half Moon Bay yahoos.
Okay. What are we doing now? Oh, we're trying out our prefixes. And
Also,
then we're talking negation.
You know the original way that was used? You could say, like, that was like, you know, that was a, gosh, now I see how it spread. Because, like, you could say that was hella pizza.
Because it's helava.
Yep.
Shortened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you could also say that's a hella good pizza because it was a hell of a good pizza. And then that's where the confusion happened. In this case, I am gatekeeping because I don't want that thing to spread. You know how mad I was when that otherwise amazing album by No Doubt came out? It just meant it was here for good. talking about the album Rocksteady and the song Hella Good. Ugh, it was like, we're not getting rid of it now. Now it's just there forever.
I like the way those words came together with the prefixes.
Oh, I
Back
don't.
on page 10.
Okay, thank you.
I put my cursor there if you want to find me.
All right. I'm sorry. I am getting sidetracked, and I apologize. So I like that too. I think both of those look absolutely great. Let's try something where we get. Let's just try a couple different ones. I'm gonna do the M one. No, because that one also begins with a vowel. I'm gonna do tla. So let's try that one. It's tla, no matter whether it comes before a C or a V. Tlbansur. Must be an IPA. There we go. And Klatchur. Okay. And
Wait,
let's see what happens.
As your magpie, am I reading this correctly? Could I just say, like, oh, Kopiko is cool as? Period? Like, is that what you're saying that you can say in New Zealand?
Wow.
I need to find out if I'm right. Okay, I'm waiting for verification. Oh, Magpie is saying I believe so.
In the UK too. Well, that'll help me understand some British movies better.
Okay. Going back.
Yes, I would. Thank you, Applesauce Project Cupcake Parade. Okay, so I wanted to check this out. So it looks like we are getting a D, right?
Because it would be voiced.
Yeah, so it's Bansur. Oh my god, this is amazing. Bizlatur. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing, thinking of me trying to ever pronounce anything in this language. That's all.
This is amazing. Like, this is 100% what I wanted and what I was hoping for. This is amazing. I love it. Now we got to find a way when we actually do translation to make sure that we can do all this prefix stacking. Like, it makes sense and we can do it. Oh, this is so good. Wow.
Oh, we'll make that work. I'm not worried about that.
This is so cool. Look what would happen with this one if actually this is a question. I don't know.
Evan wants to know if we can make a table.
No. We absolutely cannot. And I will tell you why in just a minute after we answer this question. Does this voice or not? I don't remember.
Yes. Wait. Yes, it does, because the sonorant did not include nasals, right?
It didn't?
Nasals don't...
Nasals aren't sonorant. Well, they can be.
They can be, so we had to figure that...
And in fact, in this case, they are. But I don't know if we want to...
Please.
I don't know if we want to split that hair.
Yeah, any non-nasal consonant becomes voiced if it's after a non-sonorant voice.
So yeah, Kundl. Okay, Kundlbansur and Kundlatur. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy about this.
Graham wants to know what
so
the
good.
protoform of one of these words is.
Good. Protoform of Biswatur. Okay, for Biswatur, it's Biza, heart, and the W over here is where is it? Far, which was some verb or something.
Yeah, it's exit.
Exit. And then
Right? Because that come from to leave.
And at is leave, S is go, and ra is there. And so that became bezatur. This is so freaking cool. I absolutely love this.
Oh my goodness. What I love is that in Minnesota I could say, oh, for cute. Oh, that is amazing. Okay.
Speaking of which, has that gotten out your way yet?
Like hecka good?
Yeah, do people do that?
Not that I know of.
Yeah. It's,
Is it so that way we don't cuss?
yes. I found I don't know if this came from just like, internet dog speak, but I like heckin' much better. Like when they make dogs talk and it's cute,
Okay. And you like...
That's heckin', heckin' bork. They use it with nouns, not adjectives.
They use it with nouns and it's hecking? Like...
Yeah.
A verb?
Yes.
So they
somebody
don't
give
want
me
to
an
drop
example.
an F-bomb.
No, but it's like for dogs though. Somebody find me one of these. Go to the internet and type it in chat. They'll know.
So it's not related to hell.
No.
It's something else entirely.
There we go, Jasmine. Do me a heckin' scare. You did me a heckin' scare. Thank you, Jasmine.
I obviously don't know.
It's like when they make the dogs talk and it's cute. Gosh, never mind.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, like I can't even.
That's a heckin' big flooper.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. So I think we'd have to go through every single combination to figure out if there were any problems. But I mean, we've done a few, and they all are just tight. What we're eventually going to need to do with this is come up with successive tables like I did for the Orcish language for Bright. And just say these are position 1 prefixes, these are position 2 prefixes. Because there's no way to do a table like this. It's factorial, right? 6 times 6 times however many verb forms there are. You can't do that. There's 3.
I mean, that's
6
already
verb forms.
what we had to do for the imperfect and perfect tables, right? Like that's essentially what you're saying, because we had to break it all down into like in final, B final, L final. We have progressively different ones.
Yeah, so
it's
Evan,
same concept.
not, no.
We need to do it by prefix.
Yeah, so yes, and then Evan, no, it's got to be separate tables, I think, because I just don't think it's going to be big enough to handle what we need to do.
Oh, but what Evan is saying is different. Like, don't add anything to the prefix. Just say, here's the prefix.
Ha, no. No. You got to have the word in there, right?
I think he's just saying, like give the proto form and the modern form, like take what we have in the bullet list and like pop that in a table so it's like...
Oh, just for like our notes section?
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah, Mateus, you're right. I'm really not online enough.
Yeah. That
may be an okay thing, though.
Yeah. No, it probably is. We should not compare notes when it comes to screen time like on our phones. Oh, for cute is pretty old-fashioned, but I still hear it. Man, that's got a spread. That's a good one.
Okay.
Real
quick, before we get too much further.
Yeah.
Because we have 15 minutes left, 14 minutes left.
I know.
Do you have an idea for the next poll? Did you want to use it to continue the writing, or do you need time to think about what the style is going to look like?
I'm going to need to spend some time with it. I would look forward to spending time with it, but I've got other things to do, so I probably shouldn't. these are things that we need to tackle next: pacifization and negation. Um, just yeah, and then maybe I'm going to throw in here. I'm going to throw in there with a question mark, object incorporation. And now let's turn our attention to a poll. I mean, obviously, where we are at right now, there's nothing that suggests itself very obviously as a poll.
No, it does not.
So,
which is why I wanted to start talking about it now, because this may take a bit.
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to do a... This is what... It won't be... I'll say this. If I don't have to... Gosh, but then we have that to do too. No, there's time. If I don't have to put up a poll tonight, I will work on this a bit tonight and then tomorrow, and then I'll put up a poll that just has style examples, because what I'll do is I'll figure out how this system is going to work, and once I know how the system works, then I can play around with potential styles, and then I can at least throw up a style example like I did with Ingala. I think I can do that. So I'll do that for the poll.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. That means we have 12 minutes that we can do other things with.
Yes. All right.
So,
like the thought in magpie. Yeah.
Are you thinking in terms of pacifization and negation? Is it still up for debate whether they're actually attached to the strategies are attached to the verb or separate words, or what are you thinking?
I think it's up for discussion. And so what I think we should do is take one of these and start talking about it right now. To me, the easiest is negation. Yeah.
I wasn't even going to let you finish that. It was just negation.
No, absolutely. And so, the reason I was just assuming that this would be a serial prefix, a prefix, is because I thought it could come from a verb and would be another in the serial constructions. I suppose it's an open question whether it would come directly before the verb root, which, if it did, would be a very good reason to have held off this long. That's Storm, I tells you. To have held off this long to enter verbs into the dictionary, because it will add to the principal parts. But if we make the prefix a little bit more regular, and so it always has the same kind of, before a consonant or before a vowel form, then it could come before the first verb in the sequence, and that will include directional prefix.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think it would make sense for it to come before the verb and not come before the incorporated noun. That would be kind of interesting, because then with directionals, you would have the negation prefix coming before some of the directional prefixes, but not all of them. It's kind of cool.
Because of the noun-based ones.
Yeah, so let's go back to just the meanings, forget the forms. And let's get some of these verb meanings, like disperse, away, towards, and so on. What do they mean originally?
Oh, they are all on page 8.
Okay, good. I'll go there, but I thought you were going to delete these, or I thought that's what you said you were doing. The opossum pill.
On page 8?
No, the page 10 and 11.
No. I left the examples that match what we want to do. I took out the examples that didn't match because we had 2 different orders for the foot and out, and I didn't want the wrong order in there making us think we were.
I see it now. Yes, you're right. Okay, so going to page 8. They're not here.
Well, all the verbs are.
Oh, yes, they are. There they are. Sorry, I was just looking for one verb. book because of Devin Booker. And I couldn't find it, but then I did find it. Okay. Scatter, touch, exit. That's enough. That's enough. Start this right here. Scatter, touch, exit. And then we have climb, leave. Let's or what was the other one? Climb and what's bon? Or is bon climb?
Oh, jump.
Jump.
Bon is to jump.
Climb, jump. Okay.
And climb, does it matter? Did you want to do leave instead? Because that starts with a true vowel in its protoform.
I want to, no, we're just talking about meanings, and I want to say,
Okay.
So sources, and these are out, potential sources, hold on. Used sources, so things that we can't use anymore. Can't use exit, can't use leave. Is there anything else that we've already used for something else that is no good for negation anymore? Some of the
I think
usuals.
pass was push away, pass, lie down. I don't know that we would use
pass.
those anyway. But
Well, pass maybe.
out.
Okay, those are out. Okay, so some other verbal sources for negation.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of. Our possums. And what would it mean that they didn't do something? Would you think to hang?
We're brainstorming right now, so let's throw it down.
You know, I hung it up, I didn't do it. I was hanging, I didn't do that. Karis is saying to laugh. Miles, to play dead.
Oh, play dead is a verb. Refuse could be. Throw it down, refuse.
What's that?
I'm just throwing down refuse.
To refuse. Gotcha. Dark Horse says to perform or act, but I feel like that... Oh, you mean to play. I see what you're saying, Dark Horse. Like to pretend instead of to actually do it.
Let's write down pretend just to get us there.
To sleep.
That's actually not a bad suggestion. If that's something that possums do. So you know, like you talk about deers in the headlights. Do possums do that? Asking our bio people, do possums freeze up when scared?
Based on the number of them that run in front of your car after seeing the headlights, I'm going to say no. And a lot of them hiss when they're scared, which requires movement.
Oh. What about hiss?
To negate?
Yeah.
I hissed at it. Like,
yes.
Nah,
yeah.
I refuse. That's their refusal, is to hiss. I may like that one the best.
I like that one the best.
Let's do it.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh, and we have 4 minutes to actually come up with a hiss if you want.
I get that, but we actually have to think about this because I think the way that we are both thinking about it is hiss at, which is treating the verb more like an object.
Gotcha.
So it's like, if you think about like touch, jump, it really is a serial verb construction, inverted, of course, right? Because it's verb final, and so what you're saying is like I jump, touch, ceiling, right? Whereas with hiss, that's more of an object. I hiss at.
Not well. I mean, just because that was the way I said it didn't mean that it couldn't just be I hiss jump. And Bibleridian is saying they play dead.
Yeah.
And they're scared. So.
But the thing is, that's what we both thought, though, and so we shouldn't we shouldn't just shoo that thought away, you know.
I throw out so many thoughts that I'm used to shooing them.
And the reason why I brought this up is the problem is it feels like this thing is going to end up being a suffix.
How about to shoo? Shoo.
The reason that it feels like it's going to be a suffix is because it feels like that's the first and most important part. Like it has scope over the verbal action. And so if it's the first part that it's going to be the main verb, and the main verb comes last. Which means that it's something we could deal with separately. We have to decide if it's going to be a suffix on the verb that's going to come before the suffixal verbal inflections, or if it's going to come after that, which could be either it's just a particle that gets thrown at the end, or oh my goodness.
I have a thought for you though before you go too far. If it is a suffix, and if we put it after the main verb, right? Or if we put it after the other verbal suffixes, like to go and to do, the negation would appear between go there, and there is where we get the R from like Bansur. Yeah. And so it would actually come before the R in those suffixes, but it would come at the end in the other suffixes. Yeah.
So let's do so
that could be cool because you like
it could be
differences.
Let's do let's do here. So option 1, manner, directional, verb, negation, and then we'll call this auxiliary, and then deixis, I guess. Is that the correct term?
Yeah, I mean that's essentially where it came from was
and that's what we want. We want where it came from. I just want to make sure I was using the term correctly. Or
and it's like right. Yeah, I would say that's spatial deixis, yeah.
Okay. And so then let's actually talk about this. We can, since we're talking about post-verbal stuff, we can forget the manner and directional prefixes for now. Let's talk. Awesome. Jump. Let's go there. Awesome. Jump. Go hiss there. I'm actually feeling option 1. Because it's like the part that's like the past tense, that happens no matter what. Like the going happened no matter what. And he went to hiss at jumping. It's not like he didn't go to jump, or he hissed at having gone to jump, or whatever. He went to hiss at jumping. This is making any sense?
It is, actually.
Okay. Okay.
So if option 1, I think we should do option 1 and delete option 2, so we...
Yep.
don't forget.
I appreciate the idea that for those suggesting this could be a poll, but I thought it was too important. I wanted to actually just, we're actually going to strike it through so that we know. Okay. So then what we're dealing with,
got the other one.
Yeah, so what we're dealing with then is a post-verbal suffix that's going to come before our auxiliaries, and that's going to mean, it's going to mean phonological stuff on either end. And that'll be a good place to pick up. And so here, I'm actually going to write that down. Creating negation suffix that will do phonological stuff to the end of the verb root and the beginning of the auxiliary suffixes. And what's 7 days from now, the 18th?
Yes. I love that Rachel is saying that we muse things so quickly when we spent 2 hours on 2 other prefixes. So I'm loving that you think this is quickly.
No. Here, put it nice and red.
But yeah, some decisions are really easy. Others just take more time.
Yes.
And it's not even because the decision itself was easy. It's just you know what feels right.
Yep. You gotta go with that gut. All right. Okay. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean,
I think we're good.
Yeah, I know that like there were only 2 prefixes left, but I don't know. I feel like we got kind of a lot of stuff done. We just made a lot of decisions. And that's not so bad. Did I delete those example words? Oh no, there they are. There they are. They're the example words. Good. I wanted to make sure that we hadn't lost those. Those are good.
Right.
Okay. Cool. All right. So then plan is still the same. I'll work on the orthography stuff and I'll make that the poll.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I think we're good.
Yes.
Are we ready to tell everyone? And Dark Horse is saying we should make muse a verb in honor of Rachel.
Oh, I get it. To muse. That does seem very possum-y. We'll throw that meaning in there somewhere.
And Dark Horse is even suggesting VEER off of Rachel's name.
Oh, okay. That is a nice suggestion. It would not work because you can't have 2 E's in a row like that. We also don't have a V, and it should probably be something that is not a basic root. But I like the suggestion. Okay.
Yes.
So, and especially, this is something to keep in mind now when you're thinking of verbs, all right? We've got these prefixes now. Like, these are the canons that are on the stage in Act 1. We need to fire these bad boys. So, like, stop thinking about, like, oh, here's a verb I like, here's the root I want. Think about, here's a verb meaning, what kind of convoluted, like, crap can we put on the front to get that meaning? That's the fun part. It's going to be so cool. All right. Awesome.
Cool.
All right.
Well, I think we're wrapping up, and our talk is great. Grammar continue being. May your canonship be excellent, most excellent, not just kinda or pretty excellent. And we'll see you next week.
Yes.
Happy St. Patrick's Day in the meantime.
Indeed. So, stay in grammar, stay grammarly, and
stay grammar.
Yes, and we'll see you then. Bye, everybody.